Hello, everybody. This is Caitlin Hunter. Coming to you live from my very own backyard. Um, Today, I'm gonna speak on my journey and what I faced in my past. You never want to revisit that, but you have to. Um, at 16, I wanted to be who I was inside, and I wanted that to reflect on my outside. So I started taking steps towards that. I started dressing, and then inside. And then I started dressing on the outside, which is outside, here in the world. I was super happy because I was living my life as who I was on the inside. I was super happy till I faced judgment, the stumper. Um, I'll never forget that day. I was at a local grocery store. I was picked on. I was ridiculed, embarrassed in front of people because I was followed around and picked on in a store because I was living happy. So it broke me down. It broke me down so far. And I went home and I hid in my closet on the floor, crying because I didn't want to do that no more. I didn't want to have to go in the public and face the hate from people. The words they made me want to hurt myself. There were times where I cut myself. I always try to find an easy way. I tried to overdose. I'm sorry. I tried to hurt myself. And I felt so sorry for the old me. All because of one person. I wasn't able to be happy. So I hid myself. Something I wish I would have never done, but I did anyway. I hid myself till I was 26. 10 years. All because I was scared. Then one day, I was 26. I woke up early in the morning and I went on a jog. A good mile jog, I guess you could say. Listening to Jessie J. Who You Are. A very wonderful song. On my way back home, I found myself, and I sat on my front porch drinking some coffee and some water and saying, "You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be who you are, regardless of everyone's thoughts, opinions, the way they treated you. That wasn't your fault. That was their fault because they are judgmental pricks and they have no clue that they have problems wrong with themselves. So, I came out on my front porch to all of my Facebook buddies, like 300 and something people that morning. Had the best response a person could ever hope for because that made me push more forward to who I am than hiding away, tucking myself back into a closet and being this older person, just not happy, and one day probably hurting myself till I was dead. And I'm so grateful for all of you that are there for the support that I need. So, I came out to my work environment. I came out to my mom, my dad, uh, my partner, my brother, my family. Slowly, I came out. And I was asked why did I choose to become transgender. No one ever chooses to become transgender. I just wish I would have been born in the right body. Um, so I slowly transitioned myself around my partner, around my mother. Sometimes it's still hard for people to call me Caitlin, which is something that you as a person have to expect since all of those years that they've known you, you were this other person, this pretending to be other person, which is okay with me. And I know people say, well, they shouldn't do that. Well, honey, they do. I still get called my old name sometimes, and they'll be like, "Oh, my bad, Caitlin." So yeah, it's whatever. Um, but I put on my big girl shoes and I marched forward. And to this day, I do still face some ridicule, some hate, but that's fine because it's like this. You can say what you have to say about me as a person, but you can't change the fact that you hate yourself because you're placing judgment on me. Everyone has a flaw. Everyone has a tick. Everyone has something wrong with their self to place judgment on other people. So I encourage those people who out there are so negative in life to actually step up and then see what it is that you want that's going to make you happy and stop treating other people like they're a piece of hay. You know what? So I came out to work slowly. I told one of my friends that works with me, Trista, and we talked about it. Cool. So I wore my hair. Oh no, I started out doing my makeup actually, and then I did my eyebrows. Got them done. Tatted. They look good. So anyway, um, one day I decided to do my hair. Um, I done that. And I faced a little judgment from some of my coworkers, but it really didn't matter, and it still doesn't to this day, because I'm happy. So why does everyone else's opinions matter? As a younger person, they matter because you don't want to be different than what society wants you to be. But I challenge you to be different. Wear the wildest, craziest hair possible. Put on the craziest dark drag magic face ever. Wear the craziest nails ever. Walk in two different pairs of shoes. Do what you have to do to be happy. It doesn't matter anymore what other people think because I have looked past others' points of views on me. Because regardless, I'm going to wake up every day happy, honey, while you're laying in a bed pissed at yourself for not being happy with yourself. So I say, I love every one of you before I close. I love every single one of you, whether I know you or I don't. I love you all. And some of you may watch this video and place judgment, comments below. Do what you have to do to make yourself feel better about yourself. Because at the end of the day, honey, all that really matters is me to me. I love you all. This has been Caitlin Kayleen. I did a 10-minute little documentary on my journey thus far and some of the things in my past life. And I will also be doing some more videos as I transition more in progress. Um, so I'll catch you guys later. Love you all.